playing Live and Learn on the acoustic guitar? Yeah? Is there a problem with that? I thought you loved Live and Learn. Well, first of all, you were playing it terribly. Second of all, you're smoking a cigarette. Actually, that's a round stick pen. You're still smoking it. So? What's the harm in it?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Who are you talking to?
So, imagine this scenario.
How did we get outside?
You're outside. You're camping. You're making a campfire over here, right? But the wind starts to blow a little bit towards you, and the smoke is coming towards you. You take a little bit of a breath in, and, well, this is what it typically feels like. The reason it feels this way is because the smoke that you're breathing in isn't actually all gases. Some of it is very burnt, charred pieces of solid matter that has become so small it can float freely in the air. And even the stuff that is gas, you really shouldn't be breathing in the first place. Some things that are happening internally are that when the gases come into your body, they aren't oxygen, which is what the lungs use. So they can't filtrate them properly and the lungs get damaged. Also, those small pieces of burnt matter that are in the smoke, they get into your lungs and stick onto them, making it more difficult for you to breathe. Also, all of these things are coming from fire, which is, of course, hot. So naturally, these are also going to be hot as well, damaging your lungs and burning them. Okay, so if smoking does all this damage to your lungs, then what would the side effects be? Well, Mr. Weezer, that was actually a pretty good question. Some of the most common side effects of smoking would be a general loss of breath, difficulty doing physically exerting activities, and of course, cancer. However, those are the more noticeable and deadly side effects. Some less noticeable ones could be a drop in immune system and cardiovascular health, because oxygen goes everywhere throughout your body, including your blood. So this means that if you lose your oxygen, your blood and your body is just not going to be as healthy. Some of the less fatal side effects are damage to your teeth and vocal cords, along with bad breath, because smoking doesn't just hurt your lungs, but also the path it takes to get there. I think I can live with that. No, you don't, you little ding-dong. That's because the average person takes over 22,000 breaths per day. Do you think you're going to be able to take over 22,000 breaths per day when you're smoking? I mean, it might be difficult, but sure, I think I could do it. Sure, maybe you can, but would you be able to do cool athletic stuff like this?
We got our evening backflip.
Is his neck supposed to look like that? Doesn't matter, because hey, at least I can still sing Live and Learn. No, actually, you wouldn't be able to sing Live and Learn. Sure I would. Why wouldn't I be able to sing Live and Learn? Because smoking ruins your voice. Smoking ruins your voice? Yeah, as I said before, all the heat, dioxides, and just gunk and smoke really damages your singing voice, so you can't sing as well, or for some people, at all.
Oh no, bro.
So, are you getting it now? You know what? I think I am. So you know what? I'm gonna switch to vaping instead. Stop slapping me. No, because instead of smoking cigarettes, you're smoking a vape. This is a USB. Okay, where on God's green earth are you finding these things? I don't know, man. It was just kind of in my pocket, okay? Well, even if this was a vape and not a USB drive, vaping is still a lot worse than smoking cigarettes. But I thought they said that vaping uses vapor alternatives to smoke. Well, those vapor alternatives you're talking about are really just flavored chemicals burnt inside the pen that are typically worse than what's in your average cigarette. Not to mention the fact that since these things are mechanical, you're inhaling metal. Like literal metal. Okay, fine, it might not be the healthiest, but at least it helps me manage my stress. What if that gives me a lot of dopamine? Oh, don't you lecture me on dopamine when your main source is the lung lacerator. What? Okay, one, that dopamine hit doesn't even last as long as you think. Two, you're actually creating more stress for yourself in the future when you have to deal with lower lung health and higher medical bills. And three, you're just making the pleasure of the hit less potent by doing it more often. Oh. Also, there are actually healthier alternatives to smoking. For example, there are some medicines that are literally designed to make you feel happier using dopamine. Sugar lights up your brain like a firework with this stuff, and while it's not the healthiest option, cardio, like running, can actually release dopamine and serotonin, and it's basically the opposite of smoking since it's building your lung health instead of destroying it. You know what? You convinced me. I'm sold. And if that didn't... Wait, what? No, you made a good argument. I'm quitting today. See that, folks? And that is oh my God, are you serious? You literally said you were gonna quit 5 seconds ago. Like, we have this on tape right here. I'm sorry, okay? I'm addicted. I can't stop. Oh, wait, you're addicted? Yeah, I've been smoking for 20 years. The biggest thing to remember is to keep your patience and to keep your willpower. Quitting an addiction takes a long time and it's very difficult, but keeping those two things can make the biggest difference. There are also plenty of addiction help hotlines and organizations that you can call so they can help you out. These people are medical professionals and know what they're doing, so they could probably help you quit faster than any other Google search could.
Okay. I don't talk to people. Is there any way I could get help with that?
Sure, people have been known to use nicotine patches and nicotine gum to help with their addiction. And sure, while it's still an addiction, it's better than breathing in literal carbon. There are plenty of good substitutes you can use to quit smoking and vaping.
Like this?
What in the Sherlock Holmes?
Watson.
Wait, you're actually Sherlock Holmes?